Hey guys, and welcome to another farm sim. A little bit of forestry going on. I've kind of stopped with the farming for a little bit, and I wanted to start with the forestry. I'm going to do things a little bit differently than a lot of people. I like to play realistically, so I've got my landing kind of set up here. I had a chipper going yesterday, but as you can see, my frame rate is just not right still. Um, so I'm probably going to have to, if I want to continue doing this, because it is going to be somewhat large scale, clear cut method. I'm probably going to have to dumb down the graphics setting a little bit. I faded out all the, whatever they call it, the analyzing and all that. But the chipper, when I filled it up, and I've got probably 4 or 5 full trailers out of here of chips, but the chipper was leaving chunks of wood in the bottom of it. It's the crusher. Um, if you're all not familiar with that, I'll give you a little show here. This is this one. No, this guy right here. Deputy featured it in his video. I believe it was yesterday, and it works really well. Um, Downfall to it is as soon as you turn on the PTO on the tractor, um, it chips everything up real quick. There is no kind of grinding time as a real chipper would work. It just instantly throws it in the back of the trailer. So what I've got is my 8, whatever you call it. I don't remember what the heck. These look like 12 footers. We'll say a 12 foot, maybe 14. I don't know. I've got a full load over there on the truck. And I'm just going to start staging everything. I'm trying to get, because it's so hilly, I wish you could alter the land, with the loaders and stuff, but you can't. I want to get some log links somewhere. As you can see, that sign didn't weather the storm there. And I want to get that staged somewhere, but it's so hilly that it's very hard to maneuver with all these trees in here. So what I figured was I would cut some by hand, and then cut some of the 12 to 14 footers with this guy right here. I'm not going to keep this guy. It is a mod, but it's a very early mod, and the controls are supposed to be better, but I'm actually starting to see that they are worse. So we will get in it, get some operating with it. But yeah, the controls are even worse than the stock equipment, and the guy said that he operated cat excavators and all that for a living. Used to excavator control or Caterpillar controls, so I downloaded it because I'm used to Caterpillar controls. But it's not the case with this mod. Bring this guy over here. I'm going to stage him right up here, right against the stump. Hopefully they don't go rolling down the hill on me. Cut 1 meter. Go on 8. Other thing with this mod is, you may notice, I don't know if it will do it right off the bat, but the mod, it doesn't limb as it's cutting sometimes. So you cut down a tree and it will completely not limb it. Or it'll limb some of it, but not other parts. So, not very impressed with it at all. It was one of the first mods to come out, so once I seen the Caterpillar controls, though, I was like, hell yeah, you know, I know Caterpillar very well. I used to be used to John Deere controls, but I grew out of that fast. I'd like to get this out of the cab here a little bit, that way I can see. Apparently that's not going to be a factor. It's going to work for me here. Seeing's overrated. Let's just throw it. See, like right there, it didn't limb that one piece, and that one it didn't limb another piece. So I'm not really all that tickled with this mod. And it was one of the first mods to come out on mod holsters, so it doesn't have the cab, I don't know what you want to call it, gyroscopic cab. It's pretty much the box stock version with crappier controls, because they are not, like I said, they are not Caterpillar controls at all. So I don't know what he was bragging about when he did it, but and maybe controls isn't really something that you can mess with the mod. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. You know, well, I don't know. So a lot of mods do have to be programmed with the controls, so I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna keep looking, because it is hard once you're used to controlling things one way to jump in, and that's why all of our cat equipment at work has the cat function or the backhoe function, you know. And then the John Deere's, I believe, have the John Deere function or the cat function, because John Deere and backhoe are relatively alike. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it really doesn't apply to you, but it's kind of like a controller. Exactly like a controller. So that's what it is, you know, the joysticks. They move in certain ways, and John Deere has their own way of doing it. The backhoe design, like Bill's team at the backhoe, is traditional, we'll call it, on all the backhoes, you know. Whether it be 2-stick or 4-stick. Well, this, with the controller, is just, you know, I mean, it's really what it is inverted. You know, you're up. It isn't right. You got 2 sticks on the joystick. I don't understand why they can't actually make it like the real McCoy. It would just add such a crucial part to the game. stuck on the tree when it's not in the position I want it to be either. Oops, well, that'll work. Good size tree. But I figured this would be a nice change for y'all. Maybe y'all would like it. Some of y'all probably won't, but either way, I needed a little bit of a change. And I got quite a bit of work done off camera yesterday. I was really enjoying myself, so that's really what I need. So to get some zest back in the game. That way it keeps everybody happy, you know, out there in YouTube, and I'm enjoying doing it. Really be fun with multiplayer. Cannot wait for a dedicated. I just really hope it's not going to hurt us doing this logging and stuff like that, you know. Even just on single player right now, I'm having some frame rate issues. Well, not right now, but yesterday with that chipper, and it could be the mod, you know. Mods do have a tendency to do it, but either way, I mean, I've got a really built computer. I mean, I shouldn't be suffering with that type of stuff on a game that's not. I mean, it is pretty hard on things, but in all reality, I mean, this thing should just eat this game up without an issue. So, anyway, we'll get the, oh, come on. Get the husk burn out. Branch. Where are you? That one is way down there. Okay, this one is right there. Perfect. And I did add them 2 trees that is holding up this pile of logs. I had to buy full trees in the store. The firs. For them to two stumps right there that I cut kind of high. I added them guys in, that way I could use them as a log break there. Because, yeah, if y'all go into your map and you try to do the same thing, you have to buy the Douglas fir, and you don't plan it either. You just kind of, it's a placeable logs. Come on, take them. I guess I want to get two. That's why I did that. But I can fill up a truck a lot more, a lot quicker. And I know they have log holders and everything else, but I kind of like using what I have around. And yes, I did have to buy them, I know, but either way, it looks more realistic. I know that's what my grandfather does. He's got a sawmill. That's what he'll do. He'll just cut down two trees just like that and put everything in between them. That way you can get to them with the forks and go at her. That's where I got that idea. I don't know how good this is going to grab, but we'll give her a shot. I did grab a mod too for this clamp. Is it clam? I don't know. Either way, for the front of this loader with the hydraulic arms that actually expand or whatever. It's pretty cool. That way you can grab actually a full load of these logs, but the mod didn't go through for me, so I gotta wait till it gets patched or something. Making an awful mess. Awful mess on camera here now. Figures off camera I do such a nice job, but that's okay. A little bit of finesse work. You would be a pain, wouldn't you? That's alright. Unless you fall out, which you're looking like you're gonna. This camera sucks. So I'm getting some lag spikes here. Got so much wood on the ground. Slandy Kid was saying I might need to upgrade the video drivers, and I probably do. I did it last week, but who knows? There might be something new out there. But I just think it's the game, more or less. I mean, I run a lot more demanding games on this computer with no issues. But then, as soon as I get some stumps or logs on the ground, this thing goes haywire. So I think it's the optimization. I think they pushed this game out before really doing all that much for testing. So, but you never know. You never know. But either way, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like the way we're heading here. We'll get back into field work. Don't worry about that. If y'all here to see that, we'll get back into that shortly. But for right now, I'm kind of really enjoying the logging aspect. I really didn't think I would, but I am. Landy will vouch for me. I talked bad about farm sim adding logging for so many so many weeks before the game came out, but I'm really glad they did it now. Really very happy with the outcome. I mean, I know it's still very, very glitchy, and I got a lot of patchwork to do, but either way, I'm really having some fun with it now. I probably will start the stock chipper back in. Give that another run. Too much. This camera's too much. Losing ground with my pile. I have to get another one set up soon. Gotta find some flatter area to do this in. I think what I'll end up doing is just loading from the back now. And then I can just go back and push everything forward when I need it. To get all these little frickin' toothpicks out of here too, 'cause they don't seem to stay on the truck too well. Probably take a load in before we get done here. Bring a load over. We're just about getting ready to finish the cash out. That's how we've been getting the buku bucks. Them frickin' chips are the ticket right there. You get wicked money from the chips. I mean, you can see the money right now, the cash flow we've got coming in. I did have to sell a bunch of stuff from the farm in order to get some of this equipment, but just remember, a lot of the stuff is mod, so it's not, you don't pay the full price, you know, before y'all start getting all agitated with me thinking that I played so much off screen. I did play it for maybe 4 to 6 hours over the weekend, but it was fun time, you know. I didn't really want to have to worry about the camera and worry about time and all that. See, we're getting some wicked frame rate issues right now. Wicked frame rate issues. I don't know what it is from. I don't know if it's the logs moving, because I know that was what was going on yesterday with the chipper when I was loading logs in. Oh, sucker, come on. Grab these things, man. Really? You wanna play that game with me? When I was loading in the logs and cutting them over the chipper, that way I could crush them up, because these logs were too long. Man, why is this? Grab them. Maybe it would help my forks are at a better angle. There we go. That'll get a couple of them at least. Leave the toothpick behind. One of them. But yeah, the logs will be jumping around a little bit after I cut, and that was causing some wicked lag. The game having to take each piece and, you know, try to get it where it was going to sit, but it just wasn't happening. It didn't want none of it. And I was probably doing too much at one time. I mean, I had a full grapple at the time, and I was cutting, you know, the 12-foot sections one at a time, and it ate up the frame rate huge. So see if we can finagle this guy now that them trees are out of there. Just until I can figure out what the heck I'm going to do with them. It's the biggest issue I'm having right now. Don't know where they're going to be. So I want to get some log length on there and figure out how long I can go without making so many cuts and wasting time. Because it might be cheaper. Might be quicker just with the frickin' chainsaw. You know, if I only have to cut off 14 foot of the end. There. That'll work. I can pick both them. Get out the old trusty husky. That little guy was a very small guy. Get him chopped right there. Get this chopped off somewhere here. As soon as it renders in. Come on, come on. Want to render in for me? Nope. It's a little bit render. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened. Perhaps stopped working. Right around the time that I got that stupid thing to light up. But I'm not messing around with it. Let me see what other trees I really gotta get out of here. I gotta get them all, but I don't want to go too far. I want to stay around the area here. I guess we can start. Really, what I gotta do is start exploring to see where I can do my next landing. Like over here is very narrow, but the width or the length is good for the log length. Timber. Logging. This is rolling away. Okay. And we will chop this guy off. About. And that's leaving a little bit much there. There. Left a little bit too much there still. Come on, stop. Little booger. Alright, just keep rolling, man. Get some firewood out of this. Oh, no. The whole thing will disappear. That's even better. Perfect. Got this guy to get here. Some logs to work with there. Let's cut this guy down just to ender. Let's see. Well, we're at 30. Well, 60 frames now. Before we were sticking right at 30, so something's changed. We're at about 35 minutes, so get ready to end it. I want to get this log limbed up here. That'll be alright, that'll work. Find a small piece here. Get down. Chop it there. That'll work. So I'll continue kind of going with these length logs. And I'm going to try to figure out a better landing. Got to get a little pickup or something in here. That way I can figure it all out. I got a lot of cleanup to do. Got to cut each one of them so that way it's gone. Probably got another trailer load there. But figure we'll end her by going down and seeing if they were able to fix anything with the lumber mill, because I haven't sold any lumber since before the patch, I guess, when you had to back her in. I did expand all of this that way I could get the log trucks in. Like I said, I may go over the top of some of the realism, but I like it. I play the way I want to play, you know. So. Yeah. That, and I want to show you guys a stair. I think it's Steyr, something like that. Steyr tractor. It's not a full load, I know, but was what I had down at the time, so. See the old tram lines in the field for me being lazy. I might actually have to cut the logs a little bit shorter. Maybe around 6 meters or 6, whatever the heck it's called there. I don't know. But I can get 2 sets. One in the front, one in the back. Because the length is just too long for this trailer. I ain't gonna make that pass. Oh, you dirty dog. That's a good way to make the log settle. Ah. Oh, That's about. That's a bad can right there. So we'll bring her over to the sawmill and we'll try to sell them by the railroad. I don't understand how that whole thing was supposed to work, but it never worked for me before. But we'll try it, and if I have to drive her into the drink, I will. Oh, that's way too tight for this old girl. Oh, there. Sorry about that, guys. See if that works. Set this guy off. Not that I'm sure he does anything, but whatever. I'm messing around with it. Here, find a nice spot. Here's a little bit of a ramp. I'll twist the old frame on the truck a little bit there. Knock off all that rust. So we'll set her off in the drink here. Doesn't normally happen. Zips right off. Way to clean the trailer. Hopefully I don't have to reset it. No! I think we're gonna lose her, boys. No! Call the wrecker. Gonna have to call the wrecker, I think. That ain't no good. Oh, we got her stuck in the frame. Yep, we're gonna have to call the wrecker for this old girl. Oh, yeah. She's a loss. Total loss. Son of a gun. I'll bring you all over. I'll show you. Well, I got this guy. This guy was to run the chipper because it needed to have something beefy. That guy, that's an awesome mod. But there's not much to it. And this guy, it's pretty cool. It's only downfall to it is every time that you come into game, you've got to redo all the tire change, your roll cage, fall protection, whatever you want to call it, and then your fenders. But I figured that would be a pretty cool little machine for some logging, but really haven't got a lot to use it for right now. I mean, as far as tree work, it's about useless just because of the size. You know, you need a good sized grapple in this game. In real life, I mean, it would work perfect, but we all know the farm sim physics, so but yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. I've got a case also that has a winch on the front. It doesn't function, but it's got the roll protection. It doesn't have the chains either, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, I'm really waiting to see some real skidders come into the game. I want to see some freaking skidders, feather bunchers, so I can get rid of that stupid ponies thing. That thing, I just don't like them. I don't know. It's not. It's not for me. I would rather see a feather buncher. That's what we have around here. I'm used to seeing that, but we got quite a bit clear cut so far. We're getting there. We're getting there, fellas. Alright, video's dragged on too long. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And stay tuned and we'll get some more farming land clear here. Alright y'all, have a good night. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.